Today I'm going to be showing you how to assemble the glamour bow that you can find in my Etsy shop. So stay tuned and I'll show you how it's done. So you just want to visit my website and then go to the hair bow template category, and you'll find the glamour bow right, and then you just add to cart, and it's an instant download, so it includes SVG, DXF, PNG, and AI files. So these you can use with Cricut or Silhouette or whatever cutting machine you have, as long as it's compatible with these files, or Adobe Illustrator. You could cut right with that as well with some machines, depending on your software, or you can just print it out and cut it out by hand. So the first step is to make sure that you have all of the equipment. So you're going to be needing some vinyl. So today I'm using puffy vinyl as well as some glitter vinyl, and I'll make sure to put the links below for all the materials that I use. You're going to need a glue gun, glue sticks, some sort of hair clip, scissors, and a disappearing marker, and of course your cutting machine. So you can find the template in my Etsy shop. I'll put a link below, and there's two ways of cutting out the pieces. You can either print out the paper and then cut them out with scissors, or you can use the SVG file and cut directly with your cutting machine. So since I'm using some puffy vinyl, I just find it easier to cut it out by hand. So I've cut out the pieces, and so then what you do is you either load your vinyl into your cutting machine and cut it out, or you can trace it. So I recommend using the disappearing ink pen, and then you just trace around just like this. And also, if you're enjoying the video so far that I'm putting out, make sure to subscribe. It really helps my channel, and I'll be putting out content weekly now. So then you just trace it out, and then you make sure you have some sharp fabric scissors, and then just cut out the pieces. So once you're done, you should end up having a few different pieces. You don't have to cut them all out, but I'll show you right now the different ways to assemble the bow. So there's a few different, so these are all the pieces you'll end up with. So there's three different ways you can make the bow. So the first one is, if you are just using something that you like the backside of, then this piece you just fold together like this, and then glue it, and then you take this bow and that'll be on top. So you can see that the white shows. So the other option is, if you've cut out this piece, then you'll see that you'll also have these little parts for the tail here. So these go right on top, and then you just glue these down. So we're just going to assemble the first bow. So here you can see that I've glued down the little tails. So then, so you can either use craft glue. So with this, you have to leave it sit almost several hours for it to dry. It'll give really nice results. You can use a hot glue gun, but it will make it stiffer because hot glue is so bulky. So then you just go along the edge and trim it up so that you don't see any messy edges. And then you can start assembling your bow. So you just put a little drop of glue there, fold the edges over, And then you want to grab the smaller part. So, and this is assembled the same way. So you just put some glue, fold it over, and then just clean it up and leave it dry. Then you grab your final piece. So now you assemble the parts together. So you put the top over, and so you'll see that there's extra. That's just there so that you have some extra to play with in case you modify the design. Like for example, if you want to put the hair clip in first before gluing instead of after. So I'm just kind of trimming off some of the extra. Now I'm just going to put some glue here. And there you go. So that's how to assemble the first bow. And then once you reach this part, you can choose to use it however you like. You can attach a hair clip or however you're using it. So now we're going to assemble the second variation of the bow. So I'll just show the pieces here. So here you can see that we have the larger bow, the smaller bow, and the tails and the part in the middle. So we'll just get started. And if you're enjoying these videos, make sure to comment below. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you'd like to see any other tutorials or if you have any suggestions. So we just assemble them the same way. So a bit of glue in the center. And then put these two parts together. And this one, the tails are separate. So you just glue them onto the back and then put the center over the bow. And glue into place. So I'm just going to glue the tails down a bit more so they don't move around. Then put some glue onto a hair barrette and leave that in place. And there you go. So now you know how to assemble the glamour bow template that you can find in my Etsy shop. So thanks for watching, and make sure to comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.